This review evaluates OpenAI's o3-mini, comparing it to DeepSeek R1 and ChatGPT 4o. o3-mini excels in speed and cost-effectiveness for STEM tasks, balancing functionality and affordability. With strong efficiency, safety, and adjustable reasoning, it's ideal for precise, cost-effective STEM solutions. Let's move on to the deep dive discussions about OpenAI's o3-mini.
Are you tired of AI tools that are either way too slow or super expensive, or they're powerful but only good for one specific thing?
Yeah, it's tough.
Well, get ready to meet o3-mini.
Ooh.
The AI that's going to totally change how we approach STEM.
I've heard good things.
So we're doing a deep dive into o3-mini today.
Sounds good.
And we're comparing it with some other really big names like ChatGPT 4o and DeepSeek R1.
Oh, those are some heavy hitters.
You're interested in AI, especially for STEM.
Absolutely.
And we're going to find out if this is the right tool for you.
Excellent.
So what's really cool about o3-mini is that it's laser focused on math, science, and coding tasks.
Yeah, and that's actually really different from the broader approach we see in a model like ChatGPT 4o.
It's like having a specialist available 24/7.
Exactly.
Ready to tackle those equations or help you debug code like in a flash.
Always there when you need it.
So how does o3-mini actually measure up against the competition?
Well, the review highlights o3-mini's strength being those technical fields. And it's that specific design for logical problem solving that allows it to potentially outperform those more generalized models when it comes to technical tasks.
So it's like comparing a Swiss Army knife to a scalpel.
Right.
Both useful, but you wouldn't use a Swiss Army knife for brain surgery, right?
Precisely.
And while DeepSeek R1 is amazing for those big, complex coding projects, it's not quite as versatile as o3-mini.
Yeah, it's really specialized.
The review really goes into the performance of each model,
Uh-huh.
and it's clear that each has its own strength. DeepSeek R1 is a favorite among developers because of its deep coding knowledge. And then there's ChatGPT 4o, the AI that can write poems, answer trivia, and even generate code.
It really can do it all.
Yeah, it's multi-talented.
But ChatGPT 4o might not be the best choice for efficiency or cost-effectiveness when we're thinking about STEM tasks, and that's where o3-mini comes in.
And speaking of efficiency, this review found that o3-mini is 24% faster than the previous version.
Wow.
And get this, it also reduced major errors by 39%.
That's huge.
That speed improvement is a game changer.
Oh, absolutely.
Imagine cutting your coding debugging time in half.
I can only dream.
That's the kind of speed we're talking about here.
Sign me up.
And it's not just a little bit faster.
Yeah.
o3-mini boasts an average response time of just 7.7 seconds.
Seriously?
Think about waiting for a web page to load.
Oh, I hate that.
A few seconds can feel like forever,
It really can.
especially when you're working on a complex problem. Those saved seconds can really add up.
Absolutely, time is precious.
And this speed really highlights how o3-mini is designed with the user workflow in mind.
Very user-friendly.
Now this is where things get really interesting. o3-mini actually has an adjustable reasoning effort setting.
Ooh, tell me more.
You can choose between low, medium, or high, depending on if you need speed or want it to go into a deep dive.
Interesting.
It's like having different gears for different tasks.
So you have a lot of control.
Yeah, you do.
And you won't find that level of control in DeepSeek R1 or ChatGPT 4o.
Oh, right.
And when it comes to AI, safety is something that's top of mind for everyone.
Yeah, it's like that old saying, with great power comes great responsibility.
For sure.
We want to be sure we can trust the information these AI models are giving us.
Absolutely, we need to be careful.
So that's where OpenAI's deliberative alignment technique is so important.
Yeah, heard of that.
It's like a built-in safety net that prevents the AI from producing harmful or inappropriate outputs.
So it's like a safeguard.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
very important.
And the review pointed out that o3-mini actually outperformed ChatGPT 4o in some tough safety tests.
That's impressive.
It's great to see that OpenAI didn't have to sacrifice performance to make safety a priority.
They really hit the mark there.
So we've covered o3-mini's impressive speed and safety features,
Uh-huh.
but let's not forget about the affordability factor.
Oh, word.
What makes o3-mini so appealing is that it's accessible,
Really?
even if you're using it for free.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's a stark contrast to DeepSeek R1, which is mostly used by big companies, or even ChatGPT 4o, where you need a paid subscription to unlock all the features.
So it's really for everyone.
Exactly.
I like that.
OpenAI really hit the mark by making o3-mini so user-friendly.
They did a good job.
And they've even tripled the daily message limit for Plus and Team users from 50 to 150 messages.
That's awesome.
That increased accessibility is a huge benefit, especially for students, educators, and anyone who might be on a budget.
It really makes AI more inclusive.
Yeah, it does.
That's fantastic.
So far, we've seen that O3-mini is fast, safe, and affordable.
Yeah, it seems like it.
And it seems like it has some serious advantages over DeepSeek R1 and ChatGPT 4o when it comes to accessibility and efficiency.
Definitely.
We've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
But to really understand the value of this deep dive, let's see how O3-mini performs in the real world.
Okay. All right.
And how you can actually use this knowledge to your advantage.
Just do it.
Sounds good to me. Let's dive in.
Okay.
Okay, so we know O3-mini is fast and affordable and safe.
Right.
But how does this all play out in the real world?
Well, imagine you're a student and you're struggling with a really tough calculus problem.
Calculus.
And instead of waiting for office hours, you could just turn to O3-mini.
So you're telling me I could have avoided all those all-nighters in college if I'd had O3-mini?
It's possible. It would be like having a tutor available 24/7. And a tutor that specializes in making those difficult concepts easy to understand.
Okay, I'm sold. I would have loved having an instant tutor, especially when it came to physics.
Yeah, it could be a game changer for students.
Sure.
But, O3-mini's usefulness goes way beyond just the classroom.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's say you're a programmer working on a tight deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Every second counts. You've hit a snag in your code. You need to fix it fast.
We've all been there.
So instead of spending hours trying to find the source of the error, I could just get O3-mini to point it out to me.
Exactly. And even better, it can suggest potential solutions.
Wow. So it doesn't just find the problem, it helps me fix it.
It's like having a coding buddy always there to help.
That's awesome. And since it has that adjustable reasoning effort feature, I could make sure it prioritizes speed if I'm like really under the gun.
Right.
Or I could tell it to do a deeper analysis if it's a more complex bug.
It adapts to your needs.
I like that. So let's say you're not a student or a programmer.
Okay.
Someone like me, maybe just a regular person who happens to be curious about STEM. I've always wanted to learn more about astrophysics.
It's a fascinating subject.
It is, but it's always seemed so daunting.
Well, O3-mini could be your personal guide to the cosmos.
You're saying I could actually understand how black holes are formed?
It's possible O3-mini can break down complex topics into easy-to-understand explanations.
So no more staring up at the night sky and feeling clueless?
You could ask O3-mini anything that sparks your curiosity.
That's so cool. It's like having access to a world-class science library, but I don't even have to leave my couch.
It's all about making those topics accessible to everyone.
So O3-mini can help us solve problems and satisfy our curiosity, but can it actually help us be more innovative,
I think so.
more creative?
Here's how I see it: by giving us access to so much knowledge and allowing us to solve problems quickly, O3-mini frees up our mental energy so we can focus on the bigger picture.
So instead of getting bogged down in the technical details, we can brainstorm new ideas, design experiments, come up with those groundbreaking solutions.
Exactly, and that's where O3-mini's accessibility becomes really powerful.
Right. By making these tools available to everyone, OpenAI is paving the way for a new generation of innovators.
Just imagine the possibilities.
It's amazing to think about.
But as with any powerful tool, we need to be responsible.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We can't just get caught up in all the amazing things O3-mini can do and forget about the impact it could have.
Right. We need to remember that O3-mini is a tool, and it's up to us to use it for good.
So be aware of its limitations, avoid over-relying on it, and always think critically about the information it gives us.
We should never lose sight of the human element. AI should never replace our own creativity or our critical thinking.
Okay, so to sum things up, O3-mini is a really amazing AI model, and it has the potential to totally revolutionize how we approach STEM.
Absolutely, it's a game changer.
But even though it's incredibly powerful and useful, it's just one tool in our toolbox.
So now the question is a O3-mini the right tool for you?
That's a great question. It depends on your needs, your goals, what you're hoping to achieve.
It's up to each person to figure out if it aligns with their goals.
If it is, then get ready for an exciting journey. Well, we've covered so much in this deep dive into O3-mini.
It really does feel like we're just scratching the surface of what's possible.
Especially when you see like how accessible and powerful a tool like O3-mini can be.
For sure.
It's been fascinating to learn about what stood out the most to you.
You know, the combination of speed and affordability is just really impressive. Having such a powerful tool that's available to everyone, even for free, is a game changer.
Yeah.
Think about all the possibilities for learning, problem solving, and just experimenting.
And the fact that OpenAI made safety such a priority is really reassuring.
Right, it's something they really focused on, and you can see that in the review we talked about.
Yeah.
It makes o3-mini such a good option for anyone who's interested in AI, especially in STEM.
It's clear that o3-mini is really powerful when it comes to its technical capabilities. But what I find most exciting is how this technology can actually empower us to be more creative,
Yeah.
like more innovative.
Imagine if you could just offload all those tedious calculations and technical details to o3-mini.
Right. It would free up so much mental space.
Exactly. You could focus on the bigger picture, brainstorm new ideas, and really push the boundaries.
So for our listeners who are excited about o3-mini, what would you say is the best way to get started?
Just dive in and give it a try.
Yeah. There's really no better way to understand what it can do than to experience it firsthand.
Don't be afraid to experiment. Ask questions and see how it can help you.
Maybe even spark some new ideas.
Exactly. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to discover the next groundbreaking application for o3-mini.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of o3-mini.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you learned something new and exciting about AI and how it can be used to solve real-world problems.
And remember, the world of AI is constantly evolving, so stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll be here to guide you through all the exciting new development.
That's right. Until next time.